Hello and welcome in. Welcome everybody who's been here already. Welcome everybody who will be here. Welcome to the Glanzer Gaming, the Glanzer Gaming Gang, the weekly update for week 12 since the reset, which is technically week 51 or 52, one or the other, I don't know. Last time they went to week 54, so who knows what they'll do. But we might start over back at week 1 on the new year. We'll see. But we have a few games for you. Yeah, you're right. I muted myself. Sorry. When you what was the last thing I said? Shit. But we got some games. We're no longer watching all of the games. If you want to see all the games, you can check out. Shut up. You can check out the last video I just posted on YouTube. If you're watching this tomorrow on YouTube, it's probably the last video. And I'll probably have it in like up in the corner in the cards. But we're just gonna show a few today. Some of them were pretty good. Some of them mattered for our bracket. But we'll just jump into it. This first one is the Adventure Lock. I had really God, you're remedial. I have really easy games on the Adventure Lock in Silver. I even had like a rank 200 guy. It was pretty sad. He had no chance. But we're showing this one just because we had some fun value with the critters. Nice. Killing them Pidgeys. Our Chaos, even level 2, kills Pigeons, so all the more reason why Pigeons wasn't the right choice. Interesting. I could have played Labard and probably saved him, but it was only level 2, and I was like, shit, he might survive. Freeze it. Oh, I should have done it. Didn't need to, though. Still got one big hit off on him. Now I can just do this and then Satan his face. Oh, no, we're going to play Santa. Just because we have it a little quicker. If it was a higher level Ice Sniper, I would have been a little bit more worried there, but level 6 Ice Sniper hits hard. Alright. Was gonna mind control his Inuit if he played it. A good counter to Inuit this week was Inuit. Ooh, nice freeze ray on the Pope. It was pretty hard to get Pope value this week. Alright, we got an SP Elites player, which is a what would you put SP Elites nowadays? Top 25 maybe? What are they in the actual leaderboard? There's some pretty good players though. Alright, Tupperware lead. I didn't really think Tupperware was the choice. Not getting hurt by Labard or Ice Sniper or frozen by Osimo or frozen by Freeze Ray doesn't really matter because his body itself doesn't really do anything. Like, look at him. Oh no, I put 2 of the units that he countered out and it didn't matter. Also, I don't have to Labard here because I have both of my range behind to beat up on those Pigeons, so that was a bad play on his part. 34th, not bad. So now the Terrence and Phillip up top. If he's going to Satan us, he's going to have to pick top or bottom. Yep, misses both of the Terrence and Phillip. Yes, he does. We can freeze Ray here. We will freeze the Satan as well. Terrence and Phillip will tag team Phillip now, and it'll be just devastation on him. Now we'll have a full health Terrence streaking towards New Kid. Not much gonna happen from that though. Nice Chaos play. We're gonna play. No, there we go. There you go. Play the. I would have preferred Chaos, but Fireboy did just fine. That cheaper assassin might have been better. Hard to know. You can just get so much value from Chaos. So in this week, That's just really unfortunate for him because he mind controlled means he doesn't have Unholy Combustion, means he cannot stop my main bear pig now. But what did he play? Oh, Tupperware. Tupperware does stop the Inuit, I guess, but not if New Kid blasts him. Jeez. All right, we play the Labard to rid him of the Pidgeys. I think the actual slight health might still hit Tupperware, kind of like the robots. I don't know. They only have 35 players. Not bad. All right, here's another good match. We got Captain Sprinkles from Delete Facebook on Definitely Not Glanzer, which I would consider to be our third strongest account at this point. I think Blue Bucket is a little stronger, especially this week because he's got level 5. Actually, Blue Bucket might have been the best this week because he had level 5 main bear pig. All the other ones have 4, but he only got level 5 Unholy. Doesn't have any 7s, so that's toss up. That did counts pretty good. Official's my strongest account, yeah. All right, so we're just slow playing here at this point. Kind of thinking what to do. I'm thinking maybe I Pope here. Might actually be a pretty decent matchup, but him not getting the Ice Sniper alive was really good for me. So now we can lay our Ice Sniper and Labard. See, this is why I didn't think Terrence and Phillip was actually the right choice, because I feel like Labard really counters them. Because there's just, you get so much value because you hit him twice basically, right? So we're gonna freeze, hoping I would freeze the Labard, but I do not. But I do one-shot the Inuit, which is interesting because you'd think that the Ice Sniper was gonna attack the Pope, but it must not have been in range yet. So that was a mistake by him. Might have been the one single mistake that loses him the game. The Pigeons are gonna be enough. We'll see. They might fuck off. No, looks like they separated pretty well for him, but they do attack pretty slow. That's pretty good. Now my Unholy can take the bar. All right, now this is an interesting play. I know the Inuit is going to get past the Pigeons, and the Pigeons aren't going to chase him. I know that's going to happen. So that's what I was talking about. That was ballsy, and it didn't work out for him. Didn't work out for him. So unfortunately for him, he probably just lost. But the Pope into Inuit under Pigeons, I actually played a couple times. That's the type of shit, you know, you just don't think of. A lot of people won't think to do that. Works really well. Threatens to New Kid. Good way to get Pope out. All right, Youth Pastor, good here. We're gonna, no, I think we're just gonna wait here. We're gonna chill it out. Yep. Reset the push because Pope's dead. No, yeah, reset, yep. We already have the lead, so now we're just trying to slow play, right? We're just gonna give up one of the Terrence and Phillip. Easy. Oh, it was the Osimo though. Not terrible. Put that out just for the health. Get the freeze out. Hopefully we can kill him before he gets his freeze. Yes, we did. I don't know why he sat on his freeze for as long as he did. Okay, Choir Boy still getting at least one hit off. Ice Sniper, the highest DPS that you can do. Arkansas, what's up, buddy? The highest DPS unit in the game. Or the range unit, at least. Like, she one-shots the Chaos. Like, that's sick. Dropping the Pidgeys. Gonna hit. This is 2 bars right here, boys. That's 2 bars. Freeze Ray fucking champion, baby. Let's go. Let's go. All right, now this one, the guy from Reddit SPPD, which is also a decent game. Now keep an eye, everybody, on the enemy critters. And just watch the desperation that this guy tries to protect it. It's fucking classic. All right, Inuit versus Inuit. Inuit on, I'm pretty sure that's a hate crime, but minority versus minority, I don't know. But pretty fair start so far. Inuit versus Inuit is a pretty good counter. I would honestly play Terrence and Phillip. At least you still have 1 unit streaking then. But it's definitely foolproof. You can't fuck up the Inuit versus Inuit. Although I have seen sometimes where the Inuit killing the Inuit is slow and New Kid kills the Inuit. It's pretty brutal. All right, this is pretty good. I want him to slow play into me. He removed my Osimo, but we're not going to remove his because the mistake he's going to make, the mistake he made was remove. Oh, that was pretty good, though, on his part. But the mistake he made was removing my Osimo. All right, the freeze ray here, probably good. The Phillip on the critters. The problem here was he was able to kill my Ice Sniper right there. If Ice Sniper would have survived there, then Honestly, if I would have known he was going to do that, I would have played up top quicker, yeah. But look at that. He plays the level 7 Heidi to protect that plus 113 to try to take out my Manbear Pig. Now it's plus 226. Inuit comes out. Inuit versus Inuit, but now he's 2 bars down, but his critters is a force to be reckoned with. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. At this point, we're like, well, we'll give him 1 bar. And he wastes the Unholy on the Youth Pastor. Youth Pastor ability still goes through. He'd have to sacrifice somebody right there. Nope, he does not. So we take the bar. That was just the scary critters. See, somebody else might have dumped a bunch of energy trying to protect the critter, or trying to kill the critters, and ended up losing, right? I had a 2-bar lead. I had no reason to do anything. Labard kills Chaos here. So that's a good interaction for me. Now we have decent units streaking towards this new kid. Pope here, interesting. Into Ice Sniper wouldn't be terrible, but we can just remove that. Hopefully Labard goes right to new kid and takes him out. Well played for the gentleman with the critters. Well played. All right, now this is... I'm just gonna... Man. I will say, the guy is ranked 8100, right? So, ranked 8117, we lead with the Heidi. He drops the level 3. We sacrifice the Terrence and Phillip. It might be the Ice Sniper, though. Nope, it is Terrence and Phillip. So that's one thing they were good at, was countering the Inuit. I will give them that credit. We're going to get the freeze here. Going to be great. Oh, very nice freeze. Very, very well played there. We get some diabetes damage here. Little bit. We're going to slow play. See if he's got the removal. If he does, obviously we could just Manbear Pig. Alright. Youth Pastor would be the play here. We're just slow playing. We're just kind of waiting to see if he removes us. Now we play the Pope into the Inuit here, just like we did last time. And just like before, it makes them fuck off. Really removes their damage. Does the lava get it? Yes, the lava stops it. Well done. Actually stops it. Youth Pastor still protecting, but the level 3 Manbear Pig will not be enough. Level 3 gonna get beat up by the constant range pressure here. We're also gonna drop our Choir Boy to drop his Choir Boy. Gonna put some damage up top, get to the Youth Pastor. Actually, the Choir Boy took all the hits away from the Manbear Pig. Oh, I should have freeze raid there. We would have killed the Pope before he got the Inuit out. But to a certain extent, him pulling the Inuit there was better for me. Now this should be the game over. We put the Inuit out to get the finish right away, but New Kid doesn't even kill him at level 5. That's what I was saying oops for. Oh, whoops. Looks like I accidentally played the wrong... Oh, looks like I accidentally played the same game twice. Lead with Heidi. Yeah, this is the same game. Except it's not, because there's the Santa that he didn't play last game at all. So this is me playing this guy twice. I didn't get to play my Team Wars until super late. Those are only level 5 pigeons, so I ain't even worried about Heidi at that point. We could have Labarded, but it just wasn't worth it. Because Labard can just be used in better situations, because I already had the pigeons taken care of. So I wasn't worried about it. Labard here, for instance. On whatever big push he comes, Labard gets a lot of value then. Token versus token, black on black crime. So that's pretty good. If I get his Youth Pastor killed... No, we don't. But we can Labard at any point. You can see me try to break up the Terrence and Phillip so they don't get hit by his AoE. Looks like it's working so far. The Tupperware, or the, not the Tupperware, the Labard kills his Youth Pastor. And it looks like once again, his level 3 Manbear Pig fails him. If we Pope here, we could get Manbear Pig. If we Pope here, we could get Manbear Pig possibly. Depends on the cycle. You try it. Try it. Am I gonna try it? Oh, I didn't try it. Oh, I totally would have. I would have gotten Man Bear Pig because I would have pulled Calamity Heidi. I could have poped Man Bear Pig. Very difficult to pull off this week, but definitely possible because if you get 3 or 4 cards to stick, which is more possible in Team Wars because they survive New Kid. Oh no, look, I did it again. Fucking, I ruined this guy's Christmas. He's like, yeah, don't worry, dude. I'll just stay up really late on Sunday night and I'll, beat up some potatoes. You guys don't worry about me, guys. My level 3 Man Bear Pig will be just fine. And then I shit on his fucking Christmas. I mean, don't get me wrong. He could have played better and possibly beaten me. He did not play well. So I don't think it was necessarily just the levels. If his Man Bear Pig was level 5, played the way he did, might have worked out a little bit better. But as it stands right now, his Man Bear Pig, he just played into me being able to wipe the fucking floor with him. So yeah, hopefully this guy had 2 wins before he ran into me, or he dropped a big fat 0, or maybe 1. Did he get 1 point? Did he get 1 bar off me? Poor guy. God damn, this song is perfect for him. Please remember to play your Team Wars before Sunday, or else Glanzer fucks you in the butt. That's what I'm talking about. You got to give props to him though for playing every game. Like, if I was him and I got bodied the first time by me and I matched up immediately and got me again, I don't think I would have played. And if I would have played the second time, if I would have matched up the third time, I definitely wouldn't have played the third time. So this was the third time where he did actually bail at the end, but I mean, that's just too bad. And now this game is important because this is actually Chef's Elite, which was in our bracket. So this, this win or loss could potentially impact whether we win or not. Fucking Glanzer 2021. That guy is just like, oh yeah, he's, he went to an AA meeting that night and he's like, they're all like, 2022 is going to be better. 2022 is going to be better. And this guy's like, you know what? I've been getting my ass kicked in Team Wars, but this is the week, man. I've been getting my ass beat, but I'm going to do it this week. Things are turning around. This year's going to be great. I'm 6 months sober, and I beat him 3 times, and I drove him to the bottle. All right, so decent start for him here. I mean, when I look at my hand right here, you don't want to lead Man Bear Pig. You don't want to play Ice Sniper, really, because you really want to have Ice Sniper's value behind a tank this week, because it's just so much value. And my Ice Sniper is level 5, so little bit of a disadvantage. But we'll see what he can do here. And mostly right now we're just seeing what he plays. So our Awesemo is a safe play because if he removes them, we have the Man Bear Pig right away. So that's good for him. So he might try to play his Man Bear Pig. So we'll see kind of what he plays. I think Youth Pastor should impact both people. I think you shouldn't be able to Youth Pastor and then use spells. I think it should stop both of you from using spells. Kind of like Mayor used to work. So see, he's got a good position here. A good play would be Labard up top to potentially kill, or Heidi up top works too. Okay. The Labard isn't going to kill. Oh, no, we didn't get the Inuit killed, but Labard takes him out, which is pretty nice. All right, let's go ahead and do that. We're going to trade there. That was really good chaos value there, though. Could be trouble, but Terrence and Phillip do play well against that. But because his Phillip is behind, I get to beat up on his Terrence by myself, which gives me a big advantage. You really want to keep your Terrence and Phillip together. You don't want them to separate. Phillip dancing, so pretty even here. So we could Pope here, bring the Inuit in. Say Youth Pastor, then we get the Inuit. I don't hate that. Inuit comes in, could be good value. The Tupperware But it's going to be somebody. Yep, it is the Youth Pastor that takes it down. And he gets some pretty good damage against the Tupperware. So Tupperware was probably put in thinking, oh, he'll counter the Inuit. But no such thing happened there, sir. So we're in good shape here. We're still trying to slow play into our Osimo, into see how we strategically. So this is like a you know, high IQ play. Been playing for 4 years type of play. See how I strategically use my cards to push my Pope backwards to keep him out of harm's way. So you see how I play him on the, I play my Heidi on the top side. Here, let me spell it out for you. You play Heidi on the top side a little bit, and then you body block your own Pope backwards. You do that a couple times, all of a sudden Pope is behind your new kid and no longer threatened by somebody coming along this side. So very, very nice. Very nice to learn that. Pro tips. Pro tips, just a tip. All right, so this is getting pretty scabby right here. I don't know what scabby means. So let's go back to this. Push him back, not bad. So we are in a power position here because we're on our side. And we have a Pope behind. We don't have the Ice Sniper, which is unfortunate. But we should be able to push through and get the Ice Sniper. I'm just waiting for 10 energy here before I make my decision to see what he plays. All right, we're gonna play that. Okay, we got to our Ice Sniper right away. The freeze right there was 3 energy that didn't do a whole lot of anything, and our Labard comes out perfectly to completely stop his chaos damage. Very, very fortunate circumstance for us there. Now we are still in good position here. See, in this position, I was like, okay, if he removes my Manbear Pig, I'm gonna be fine because I'm gonna be able to push afterwards because he's gonna be pretty short on energy here. So we're in good shape here. Drop the freeze on him, get the kill with the Inuit, which is actually better because then our Choir Boy and Ice Sniper can team up and did I take 2 bars right there? Whoa, 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 wait a second. Wait a second. Did I get 2 bars? Check this shit out. Inuit on the top side, the freeze coming out. Look at this. New kid must have killed the Inuit and gotten the damage. What? Wait a second. Let's roll the tape. Roll the tape. What hit here? Did Pope hit? Okay, hold on. No, Inuit definitely died to Inuit. Even if both of these people hit, this would be like 200. This would be like 200. That one would get you to here. That other one would get you to here. What's the next hit? It already says victory. What's the next hit? Pope? Pope Timmy? Let's watch Timmy. My Inuit definitely killed. But like I said, there's a weird glitch where sometimes New Kid... No, but New Kid was definitely hitting Choir Boy the whole time. Does Pope target New Kid from here? I mean, Pope didn't even use his animation. I don't know what happened there. I literally don't know what happened there. I can't figure it out. Pope, that's the only thing I can think is Pope hit. Inuit fire? I mean, but my Inuit killed his Inuit, and New Kid wasn't even hitting Inuit. Like, if New Kid was attacking Inuit, I would be 100% with you. I would have been like, that must have been what happened. Like, somehow New Kid, because I've seen that happen before, where Inuit kills Inuit, but New Kid takes the damage somehow. I don't really know how it happens. But look at this. This is just getting value out of this Ice Sniper here. Well played, killing his Youth Pastor, slowing him up a little bit. Now, this is pretty much the only time you should play Manbear Pig is on defense like this. Now we have 30 seconds to get value before he can muster up the damage. But in that time, your goal is to make him spend energy in order to protect from the Manbear Pig. So here we're just slow playing, and he didn't remove our man bear pig, so he thinks that he can take us out without it. So we're just gonna see if we can make him regret that. That was a pretty wasted Labard. Maybe he just didn't have a very good hand. Labard has just much better uses. You want to use it on the Terrence and Phillip. You want to use it on the Chaos. You want to use it on the Inuit if you can. We're gonna freeze ray, or we're sniping the potential Satan there, but we didn't see it. Or potentially his man bear pig. So we're gonna play our Inuit on the top side. We're gonna take the damage. It's gonna kill New Kid. No, New Kid dying there. No, New Kid dying there. Nope. New Kid dying there though. Well played. Well played. All right, now Moody got a 6 Samurai. Moody had all the good ones. You ever notice how aggro has been changing lately? It's like if someone comes in and starts hitting me harder than the guy is hitting me, the target changes. I haven't really noticed that. Maybe you just hide, bro. It does retarget if you play a card though. It'll retarget to whoever's closest, so keep that in mind. That might be what you see sometimes. Not all the time. I'm sure you're not stupid. I always figured that if a target changes for no reason, Glanz hacked my phone. I mean, there's definitely situations where it's like that phantom death where like you have 2 cocks coming at them and wait, I'm thinking about a different situation. But you have 2 cocks. Look at this little Labard. Boom! Nice. Keeping my push intact here. I'm a fan of this. Freeze right here might be good. Yep, I'm enjoying this. I like this. The Inuit cleaning up. No threat at all here. The Ice Sniper dying to the Inuit would actually be nice. Ooh, no freeze though. I wasted that Ice Sniper. I should just let him hit whatever, or let her hit whatever she was gonna hit. But no, yeah, when you have 2 cocks coming at New Kid and then one dies and then New Kid switches target, but then the other one comes back to life and then there's still 2 hidden. It sucks. So that was decent. Pope getting the Labard there. Labard wasn't terrible there because now it leaves Pope within 1 hit to kill him. So boom, Pope dead. Boom, his Chaos down. His Youth Pastor will be down from the Pope and the Heidi. We get the bar before the Labard. Nicely done. Dropping bars. All right. Protect the Pope here. See what he's got. I was thinking, you know, he might have mind control. If he has mind control, I might have to just freeze ray him. All right, that's a good play, and that's going to be the bar. Inuit over Hanky every time, I think, man. If you would have gone like the Santa Diabetes way, obviously you got to go Hanky. But otherwise, everything was all about that Inuit, man. Inuit's just so good. Still so good. Just because it could hit New Kid, you know? That's the only change that really mattered. Like his DPS and that kind of change doesn't really matter at all. Doesn't change how you play him at all. But that damage to New Kid, I always said that I wish it did damage to New Kid. Even if it was only 100 damage at every level, just a base 100 damage. I was like, that's a good amount, you know? You can't just leave him there anymore because that could be, you know, the amount that could chip away the victory, especially for me. You guys know I love the chip. You know I love the chip. All right, well, let's look at the deck for this week. This is going to be pretty much it for the update. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube to catch all the different stuff we have. A lot of stuff going on over there. We're so close to our 1,000 sub mark. We're so close. All right. So this week we have a lot of fun choices, a lot of obvious choices, and some very annoying choices. First off, Mintberry Crunch versus the Call Girl. Looking at the deck, there's no removal, like spot removal. There is cock magic, so you have to be a little bit wary of that. But the Arrow Storm might have a little bit more utility, especially with the Dougies. So might want to save the Arrow Storm. So you might be playing like there's no removal because cock magic might be quite rare. But you don't want to play like, you know, Call Girl into Coon right away, right? But if you want to run that route, you could do Call Girl. Like if you're a lower level team and maybe the Midberry Crunch isn't going to be very leveled, although I'd argue even at level 2, Midberry Crunch can do fucking work. You know, unless he dies to enemy Midberry Crunch. Or at the point where he dies to Aerostorm, he starts becoming a liability. If he doesn't die to Aerostorm, he's a pretty good card. But you want to kind of Call Girl, you know, just kind of give Satan a target. You really don't want to have a Satan target this week because Satan is going to be in every deck because not many people are going to run him. In certain situations, you might think like a level 1 Future Randy might work just by tagging like the edge of it. But, you know, the only thing I can think this week that would be good for that would be like maybe pushing back your, you know, like your Santa Drow combo or something like that, or maybe pushing back a Nicole and a bunch of Cocks. But that's not really gonna, there's not a whole lot of stuff to help Nicole. But I was thinking like Future Randy possibilities in the Nicole deck I was thinking could be pretty fun because you could, you know, get all those Swarm and then push them back. And then Nicole could keep, you know, feeding from the cock house for the whole duration of it, really. And then you throw a Frontier Bradley out there and you're gonna have a party. They're all gonna hit at once like a wall. That'd be awesome. But yeah, I think Midberry Crunch is the choice this week. He's just really sticky, really hard to kill. Aerostorm doesn't kill him. Enemy Midberry Crunch, it's kind of easy to keep that damage off of yours just by, you know, putting stuff in the deep corners. Like, you know, even if it's just throwing out Ike to have Ike die or something like that, it's very, very worth it. I would say put like one of the tanks or something like that in the corner. That's what I usually do. But yeah, Midberry Crunch can be very hard to kill. Cows versus Super Craig is interesting. Super Craig, quite a good card in Team Wars, especially against some decks that could produce some Swarm in the Cocks. And potentially the Cows. He does do a decent good job of, you know, damaging all the Cows at once and kind of slowing down that push. But the Cows, you know, they're a great offensive card. This week they get countered by the Aerostorm, sort of. If they Aerostorm just the Cows, you win that exchange, in my opinion. But the thing about the Cows is that if they play Dougie, you can play the Cows, and it'll kind of push him away, and it'll do pretty good stampede damage on him, and it'll keep him kind of out of the fight, and, you know, he won't be really doing damage to anybody, and, you know, somebody else might pick up a hit on him and kill him. But also, you know, that forces them to, like, not really be able to, even if you shield him, he's still going to be pushed back away from New Kid, and at that point, they're going to have to spend energy on protecting New Kid from the Cows instead of, you know, putting energy out there to potentially, you know, aid the Dougie. So I like the Cows this week, especially when you can drow them. You know, if you drow them, protect them from the New Kid Blast or potentially the Satan, you know, that's a game-winning play right there. Dougie, Barrel Dougie is a little bit easier with one hit, but the fact that you can get the shield off, you know, and can potentially come back and take 2 bars, you can take all 3 bars with that one push. So I would say first Dougie is better. Can't remember. Is that Dwarf Engineer? I can't remember. No, that's the Power Fist Dougie, right? Probably the better choice. The goal obviously would be to shield him, to protect him, but possibly, you know, the cock magic could come through at that point. You got to be careful of the Aerostorm. If you're really paying attention and you see the Aerostorm, the moment the Aerostorm starts, you can use Drow's ability, and the Drow ability will be quicker than the Aerostorm. Adventure Dougie trash. He's not trash. He's just like, his first hit is kind of slow because it's like really, really strong. But it's just that first hit. The one that freezes can if she can freeze him twice sometimes, it's kind of glitchy and it's really hard to deal with. And you can, you know, even if you play an assassin really well, the assassin might just get frozen, right? So it's just a good one. And you can, you know, freeze them and then shield and everybody survives and it's great. Super Fart this week, probably the choice because Super Fart could potentially deal with some of the riffraff, and, you know, could deal with something like a Midberry Crunch or something like that that's about to die. Aerostorm, probably the choice. You want to try to get the Aerostorm out on the Dougie, but be careful of the Drow. You don't want to use Aerostorm if the Drow's there. Maybe like wait till they use a card or something like that to like hope that their cursor is away from their, or not cursor, you know, their finger is away from their Drow. And as a result, they don't get the Drow off in time and you can kill the Dougie or something like that. I don't know. That's tricky. If you miss that, you probably lose. Cock Magic would be interesting. Cock Magic, basically, when you play Drow, you wait. When they play one other card with Drow, you use Cock Magic, and then that's your value from it. No matter what they play, even if it's Nicole, Smuggler, it doesn't matter. Because if you get too many cocks, you might potentially get overrun by them, right? So you don't want to use Cock Magic on too many people. Satan, probably the choice just because of levels, although we might see some interesting future Randy play in like Silver and stuff. Nellie's pretty interesting. Nellie actually does a pretty decent job against the cows, kind of pushes them back, makes them reset, takes them longer to do the damage. And Nicole just doesn't really have enough support. The only real support is the cows, which isn't great. Or the Randy, which there's no, you know, hanky to make him really bust out the cocks. So, I mean, I guess you could Cock Magic a bunch of people and put her out too and get some there, but I don't think it's really worth it. That Nellie's going to be pretty decent against any cocks that come through. And, you know, Nellie can potentially do good against the Dougie because she could be attacking somebody near New Kid and still get hits on the Dougie, which could be, you know, all the little damage you need. Maybe Nellie hits him, then you can hit him with Super Fart and kill him. So Nellie could be pretty good. I think it's a nice one. And when we'll have the Stan the Great, because Tupperware is not the right choice here, when we have the Stan the Great, the Super Craig potentially, stuff like that, you know, we don't really need that other 3-cost fighter. So the bulk of the 4-cost Nellie will be a little bit better. Obviously, Drow's the choice. Obviously, Stan the Great's the choice. Obviously, Santa's the choice. This combo right here can be impossible to break through, especially if you throw a Mintberry Crunch in there. And then this slot, I like the Deckhand actually. Deckhand, my goal with Deckhand would be to heal a Mintberry Crunch that got hit by an enemy Mintberry Crunch, or the goal would be to heal Santa, probably. That would be the goal. But one thing about Deckhand is Deckhand kind of prevents Aerostorm from getting really good value, because unless your Aerostorm kills everything cleanly, at least one unit is going to survive. And this could be just... Well, no, it couldn't be a cock, because all the cocks are going to die to the Aerostorm. But... you know, it could be as simple as just like healing Amazingly Randy full health. But the way Deckhand works now is that if the guy's full health, he doesn't get healed. So you don't have to worry about healing somebody that's fully healed. So you could heal a Mintberry Crunch that got hit by enemy Mintberry Crunch. You could heal a Drow that got hit by something. Yeah, I think it could be pretty good. Although the cheapness of the Smuggler Ike, because most likely that, you know, that unit might catch an Aerostorm. But at the same time, people are probably going to be saving their Aerostorm for the Dougie anyway. So your goal is to kind of bait the Aerostorm. And I think Deckhand might bait more Aerostorms than Smuggler would, because Smuggler is a little bit easier to deal with. Deckhand does have pretty damn good DPS. He has a little bit more health than most people. I think he steps Smuggler pretty easily. But yeah, I just like, I like the idea of the Deckhand getting played when we have Drow Santa. Santa, you know, has protected a little bit. You know, we've gotten a couple Drow shields off. You know, maybe we also have Mintberry Crunch in the mix or something like that. But then Santa gets about half health. We shield him. We throw out the Deckhand. We shield him. Deckhand starts getting some value. Whatever he plays against the Deckhand, then we kind of let the Deckhand die. We want to play him into death, but we want to shield him so that the thing that's attacking him doesn't do any damage for a little bit. you know, something like an instance like the enemy Santa, for instance. You know, you throw him at the enemy Santa, maybe Santa starts hitting him, survives a couple. You want to try to get him to not get knocked back. And then when he does finally die, he's going to heal your Santa for, you know, a decent amount. I can't remember off the top of my head. I don't think it's like 600, is it? But it's definitely 300, 400, 500, I think. Very good amount. Very good amount. Pretty much it would heal. I think it would heal every single thing on the field all the way except for Santa and Satan. Those 2 slots. I think everything else would get healed. But important thing to note, Tupperware wouldn't get healed by the deckhand. So kind of a negative thing. But I think it's pretty obvious Stand the Great's the choice. Stand the Great is a great counter against the cows, actually. If they play the cows, I'm going to play Stand the Great in the corner and then be ready with, like, once they hit New Kid and they're done trampling, then play Scout. Or not Scout, play Smuggler or Deckhand. Or, you know, potentially play Nelly right into that and have Nelly deal with them. Nelly's going to be a good cow combo. Or if you have Super Craig, you can play Super Craig into him as well. But I would say practice the Super Craig and how to play him, because it's probably better with the Super Craig to play him at the top so he AoEs. He's probably not going to be able to AoE all of them. Or maybe backwards, so play him behind the cows. I don't know. It'll kind of depend. I think actually it'd be better to play him kind of in the middle so he displaces the top one and then attacks like downward. Lava's bad. How dare you? Super Fart's going to potentially save you for, you know, you might have a Dougie that has plus 200 that's going to hit you that might kill you. You Super Fart to save the day potentially. Super Fart could potentially kill a Mintberry Crunch that didn't die to Aerostorm. Could kill Drow that didn't die, although Drow probably isn't going to get hit by Super Fart. I don't think he's going to be in the range of it very often. But you get what I'm saying. And potentially, you know, if they're, you know, let's say a Deckhand's coming at you and Santa is about to die, but Deckhand's going to die first and it's going to heal him a bunch, you can use this quick Super Fart and kill them both at the same time. And then you kind of limit the Deckhand. It gives you more options. Lava doesn't really protect from anything this week. Lava does not stop the headhunters, really. Lava doesn't really do much if they're shielded the whole time that they're there as well. And most likely anything that, you know, you might get protected from by the lava, Mintberry Crunch is going to just be up there spraying his happy ass all over the place. Yeah. Yeah. Gonna be pretty good. Gonna be pretty good. I always figured that. Oh, he's talking about hacking it. Jagging it. Should be an interesting week. I think it's pretty obvious though. The goal will be to really punish those who play the cows poorly, and then counter push because they'll only have 5 energy to deal with you. Took a look at these choices and I said, I pick you. Know what? I quit. Fuck this. Might be dumb, but I like Ned over Randy. Honestly, Arkansas, I thought the same thing until I realized that Ned dies to Aerostorm at every single level. So you're just feeding Aerostorm for energy if you play the Ned. Amazingly, Randy survives, and then after the Aerostorm, he can immediately play his ability and get 2 more cocks out to help defend. Very good. So yeah, unfortunately, I agree with you because I was thinking, yeah, you know, Drow is going to be out there. Drow protects the Santa. Ned's attacking away the whole time. So Santa's shielded while Ned's healing him up. It's going to be awesome. Ned's DPS is pretty good. He hits from a decent range. He's a real threat to New Kid. But then I was like, oh wait, he gets Aerostorm. And then that's just game over. Unless you can bait the arrow. I mean, the thing is, like, I personally, myself, I would want Deckhand and Aerostorm. Or, sorry, Deckhand and Ned. Because I feel like I could do better with that. But at the same time, Santa Randy is pretty good. Being able to get 4 cocks out of nowhere in this mode, you know, against a level 14 new kid, that can be really good. It could force them to play cards when they might not want to play cards. It could force them to use something like Satan for a removal that they might not want to do. You know, force them to use 2 energy on a cock magic or something like that. It could just be pretty good. And at the same time, it just like slow plays it, right? You could lead with Santa, play the Randy behind them. Maybe they play their Santa behind, whatever. But if you match it up right, your cocks are going to be streaking towards his new kid. He's going to have to play a card, and you're going to be slow playing a little bit because just you're going to be able to actually use the Santa's ability, which slows him down a bit. And then Randy's going to be able to use his ability twice, which slows him down a little bit, and might get you an advantageous field position a bit as well. But yeah, the biggest thing is the Aerostorm. I will say though, if you Aerostorm, the thing is, like, you could, if you get enough value from the Ned before the Aerostorm, you might be okay. Or if the Ned, if they only Aerostorm Ned, you might be okay. But the problem is, the moment you play Ned, that means you cannot play another Aerostorm target. So you cannot play an Assassin, and you cannot play Dougie. You can't play, you probably don't want to play Drow. You don't want to play, probably don't want to play Cows, because that's pretty decent value to Aerostorm the Cows. But if you only Aerostorm Ned and you don't get any other value, then that's pretty good, because then you can just drop fucking Assassins on the top line and bottom line. Drop Dougie on the top, Choir Boy on the bottom. Or more, what you'd want to do is you drop Choir Boy, and when they Assassin step him with their Choir Boy or whatever, or what's the, sorry, Smuggler, is that the choice? Yeah. Then you just play your Dougie up top, because they there's like nothing they can do to stop you. But really, you want a Dougie when you have Drow. That's the goal. Pretty much Drow value. And then obviously the two main things will be to limit the cow value, and also limit the potential cock magic value. But obviously once you see, and then you want to kind of maybe bait the Aerostorm. So play your Ike streaking in the corner to potentially.
Oh my God! Who the hell cares?
Shut up. You know, play him to potentially bait the Aerostorm, your Vrain style. You know, who knows what could happen, but you want to kind of, if you bait that Aerostorm, then you know there's no cock magic, so you can just build the Santa of Drow push. If you don't see that cock magic, or if you don't see that Aerostorm, you got to be wary of the cock magic. You don't want to lead Santa and then play Drow in the corner and get cock magicked and then probably lose, because that swing is going to be hard to come back from. But it is what it is, and that just kind of sucks, because like if you're playing against like the top people in the game, you're expecting a certain deck probably, because it's the better deck, but you could run into some no-name team that happens to be running a couple cards, happens to have the right cycle. You know, maybe they're running critters, and that guy's critters go crazy, right? Like that guy went balls deep to potentially beat me with that critters. He didn't care if he lost. He's like, I'm gonna try to beat this guy on this play right here, and if it doesn't work out and I can't protect him, then I lose. But I'm doing everything that I can to keep this critter alive, and it almost worked for him, you know. But I gave up the bar, didn't lose too much value to him, and was able to keep my advantage. It's pretty cool though to see him stack that critter up. And we had one game with the critters too. But anyway, we're peacing out. I'll see you guys later. I appreciate all those who are here live, and all of those who are watching on YouTube. I appreciate you very much, and we will see you guys tomorrow. We'll be streaming South Park, and then we'll play, I think we'll play Chorus. We haven't played Chorus in a while, so we'll play a couple hours of Chorus. We'll get out of that first area. Chorus is that space shooter that we're playing on Amazon Luna. So it's a really fun one. Incredible graphics, a lot of fun to play. It's like a modern day, it's like Far Cry Star Fox. It's pretty great. Anyway, peace out everybody. If you like this type of content, make sure you drop comments. Get involved in the deck discussion. It's good to know who in the community is around. Let's build a big fun community together. Void Bastards, man, we haven't played that one in a while. I think I might have uninstalled it. I'll have to check. But yeah, that was always a fun one. All right, peace out, everybody. Bye bye.